A town named Warboy came about from a conversation between ATYP's general manager, actually at the time, Aaron Beach, and State Library, talking about their extraordinary collections and the diaries in World War I. So many of the young men that come through the doors of ATYP every day doing drama workshops and activities were the same age as these young men going across to fight on the other side of the world.
It came from a diary entry that I think is a spelling mistake in one of the diaries. It had a sort of a lightning rod appeal as something that spoke about the experience but about the theme of the experience too. The subject matter was jumping off the page with the diaries, and yeah, it was a matter of reading and absorbing the voices that were already in existence.
It's a really interesting process, and it requires a bit of sensitivity because you want the imagination, the originality, the voice of that playwright to come through the work that they create, because that's what makes them special. So we started the conversation about how we could turn the series of diaries into a theatrical experience that both communicates what they say about the young men at that time and also has a broader relevance for young men now reading these stories 100 years later. So the next 3 days is genuinely an open investigation to try and redraft so that we have something on Monday that we know is ready for production and can go solidly into rehearsal.
We need to be able to get to the point where it's elevated beyond the page. The production has to be something that is physical in time and space, that communicates with an audience. It can't just be a piece of literature. But yeah, working with actors is always the key in this stage of development.
I laughed, I almost cried.
Amazed, blown away.
I had lumps in my throat, I gasped.
I could relate to a lot of what they were saying in relation to my grandfather's diaries, especially the banter that went on, that Australian mateship. It had a very Australian feel to it, which I absolutely loved, and that came through very strongly in his diaries.
I just thought it was wonderful. It was really wonderful. I can't wait to see them in costume. I was there with them. I felt like I was actually doing the stuff with them.